everyone, and welcome to our new cake decorating technique series here at First Impressions Molds. We are so excited to show you how we created these gorgeous cakes inspired by our First Impressions molds and how we made these beautiful details on the cakes. Then each week for the next month, we will add another video showing you new techniques, ideas, and tips to take your cake design to the next level. The links to all of our videos and the molds we are using will be listed in the description below, as well as instructions for you to follow, so let's get started. Okay, to begin today, we are going to recreate this cake you see here. You're going to start by covering all of your layers in fondant, and we are going to start on the bottom tier and work our way up. So as you can see here, we have chosen the Fleur De Lis MN289, but you can choose whatever mold you want to fit your needs. We have thousands of molds to choose from on the website. You might want to look back on some of our old videos and see how easy it is to use the molds. Just take your gum paste or fondant and press into your mold, and then after it comes out, sets up, you'll want to attach it to your cake. So simply just using royal icing, and just use it just like glue to adhere onto your cake and attach it right into the middle of the front of your cake. We're ready to move on to our ribbons here that are on either side of our mold. So what we've done is taken our fondant and rolled it thin, and you'll just want to take a cutter and make your straight lines to make it nice and straight. And you'll want to cut it a little longer than the length of the height of your cake. So you'll take it here, fold it over in half, as we've done here as well. We've cut off the bottom so that it lays straight and it's on an angle, and then you just simply attach it with a water pen. Put some water on and we attach it, and then you'll just continue layering all of your ribbons around the cake, just as you see here. All right, so we have laid our ribbons on either side of the mold, and you'll just continue to overlap, lay your ribbons as you see here, just as many layers as you'd like. And then you'll take the next tier of your cake to set on top, and we're just going to use a bowl just to demonstrate. So you will push down with your layer of your cake to mark your fondant so that you can see where to trim. So you can see here we trimmed this one, and then we've made a mark on here. You'll just take your cutting tool, press down, and that way it will trim so that your next layer of your cake will fit right on. Okay, so we're ready to do our next layer, which has all the little ruffles. To start, we are using gum paste for these ruffles. You want to make sure that you use gum paste instead of fondant so that it is stiff, hard, it sets up away from the cake. So we've rolled out a strip of gum paste here. We've cut it to be a straight edge, and then you'll take it onto your foam mat. And we have used a straight edge. You can use a ruler, some sort of straight edge to mark about 3/4 of the way over. You want to make a line, an imprint, so that you'll know where to attach it to your cake. So this side, the wider side, you'll take your ball tool. These are our new First Impressions Molds ball tools. And you'll simply run it along the side of the gum paste, and that creates the ruffled edge that you see there. And you can work it with your fingers and give it a shape that you like. So once it has the ruffled edge, you'll want to bend over where you creased it with your straight edge, and we're going to attach with royal icing. So you'll just take along this strip here with a thin layer of royal icing, just enough to get it to attach onto your cake. Be sure when you are cutting all of your pieces for your ribbons that you keep them under plastic wrap to make sure that they do not dry out. There you go. So there you've attached it to your cake, and then you'll continue on with your next layer. Okay, now your layer here, the bottom layer of the ruffle will lay flat on your cake. And then the next layer up, the next ruffle, you insert straws so that the ruffle doesn't bend down flat. You want it to bend up, and then it will dry up. So as you're rolling out your gum paste, you can choose shorter lengths and just do half of your cake at a time. and layer them up and then go back around and do the other half. Or if you want to make a very long piece, you can make it go around the entire cake. It might be easier to work in sections and have these pieces be shorter. All right, so here we have our finished cake. We started on the bottom layer with our Fleur De Lis mold in the middle. We've layered our ribbons along each side. We have the next layer that we trimmed in a simple ribbon, and then we trimmed these ribbons here so that it would set right in the center. The next layer up was all the little ruffles that we showed with the ball tool, creating that ruffle effect. And then the final layer just has a top layer with fondant and another simple ribbon. And then if you would like, you could choose from any one of our molds. This is MN159, just another way to top off your cake if you choose to. So we hope you've enjoyed this cake decorating technique video. The molds we used today can be purchased right now on our website, firstimpressionsmolds.com. Please check back here next week for a new video demonstrating more cake techniques, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see the other cakes we have already completed. Also, let us know in the comment section below what you have created with First Impressions molds, or what you would like to see more of in the future. And remember, this is just the start of some pretty huge changes coming to First Impressions molds this year. So be sure to follow us on social media, subscribe to our newsletter, and share these videos with your friends and family using the links below so you don't miss out on any of our exciting announcements or giveaways. Until our next video, thanks so much for making your first impressions with us.